Hello and welcome to another update. In this one I'll be covering the whole front line. Starting out in the Vuhledar section, we see that the Russian forces are attacking directly at Vuhledar, as well as Przeciwstawka to the west, and that they've made a breakthrough here in the center between Vuhledar and Przeciwstawka, attempting to launch an attack on Bohuyavlinka. According to a lot of sources, they are attacking Bohuyavlinka, but they aren't clear to exactly how far they have advanced. According to Wargonzo, they've advanced to this part and are attacking directly at Bohuyavlinka, which is very interesting as this is a very far distance. That's why I'm keeping it as a question mark, because Wargonzo and Rybar mapping in general aren't that reliable when it comes to mapping itself, but when it comes to where they're fighting, then it's more reliable, similar to how the Ukrainian Ministry of Defense point out places they're attacking, but generally it isn't exactly at those places, but close to them. So it could be much further south, but they are claiming it to be this far up. So I'm keeping it as a question mark until I get a clear overview over where exactly the front line is. Moving on to the Donetsk front, we see fighting reported on this whole front line in the direction of Novokalinove from the Novoselivka Druha area, and in the direction of Kamyanka from the south, in the direction of Avdiivka from the east, and fighting continues in Vodiane and Pervomayske towards the west, where they try to gain further control over the cities. In the direction of Krasnohorivka and Marinka, where the Russian forces try to expand their zone of control and get a foothold within the city. As for the Bakhmut front itself, the Russian forces continue their attacks in all directions. Here we have another report, which is, again, I'm not sure exactly about the mapping, but according to the latest Rybar mapping, they have crossed the section of the highway next to Jazov Yar, here in the south, and that they have expanded their zone of control further westwards. They also claim they have expanded their zone of control further southwards of Ivanivske, but I'm keeping it as is. But the important parts are that the Russian forces are attacking in the direction of Ivanivske, as well as in the direction of Jazov Yar. As to the south of Bakhmut, they are also attacking the southwestern outskirts, as well as continuing their attacks to the eastern residential areas of the city. As for the northern area, we see that the Russian forces are attacking the very northern outskirts of the city, as well as to the east of Pereskovivka, and they're storming both Krasnogora and Pereskovivka from 3 different directions. Krasnogora from the east, northeast, and southwest, Pereskovivka from the east, north, and west, as they try to advance from all directions and cut off all their forces, encircling their forces, and taking control over this area. As for the north of Soledad, the Russian forces are also attacking everywhere here, as they attack in the direction of Vasyukivka, Fedorivka, Rostolivka, and Vesele, as they try to gain control over these villages, as I've mentioned in a previous analysis, to gain a strong flank and advance further within the Bakhmut section. They are also trying to advance within the section of Vaimka and Spirne. We've seen them make small gains here in the south to the north of Bilohorivka, but since this is all open area, most likely they will see most of this area being a gray zone. And as for Spirne, the fighting continues as it has been for many months. In the direction of Kamyanska, the Ukrainian forces have managed to make a small gain here. About this section over here has been taken by the Ukrainian forces over the past few days. As for the Bilohorivka area, the fighting continues. There's been no updates significantly on this area. And the forest line here as well, there's been no changes in control over territory, but fighting continues in the forest section south of Kreminna, and the same with the west of Chernipovivka. And the Russian forces continue attacks in the direction of Stelmahivka, as they have been for a couple of weeks. Finally, at the very northern outskirts of the Luhansk front, we see that the Russian forces have advanced within the Hryanikivka area and are attacking the direction of Masyutivka, as well as in the direction of Sinkivka. So the Hryanikivka area, they have managed to take control over the southern suburbs of the village, and we can see that according to a deep state update with the geolocated video, that the Russian forces have managed to gain control over these areas here, while they are continuing their fighting to the northwest of it, and they are also completely control over the Vorishne. And that's all for this update. Thank you for watching. Hope you all enjoyed and have a great day.